Quaid Azam, Part 278. The illusory success had another consequence. It ensured that claims for a separate and sovereign Muslim nation could now not be lightly brushed aside. However, once the constitutional dialogue was reopened by the Labour's cabinet mission in 1946, the League's exaggerated demands did get exposed, for their claims of a separate land were found to be sustainable in only the Muslim majority areas of the two largest Muslim majority provinces of undivided India, Punjab and Bengal. That being so, an eventual partition of these two provinces, Bengal and Punjab, also became the logical and inevitable consequence of the arrival of the League as a Muslim party. This was that unreal political world of the 1940s, particularly so after the failure of the Cripps mission. The rejection of the Cripps offer by the India's political parties in 1942 was an error, for without doubt it contributed significantly to an eventual partitioning of India. That the Cripps mission had been Labour's initiative to attend to the challenge of India's freedom movement. But for a united India is clear. The conservative Indians too, Hindus and Muslims both, defeated the initiative, resulting in an indefinite postponement of the national government at the centre in India, a brushing away of the Congress from competition in provincial politics, and a de facto recognition of the Jinnah as the sole Muslim spokesman on all India canvas. It also greatly emboldened the League to then capture by constitutional process all but one of the component provinces of a till then putative Pakistan. Cripps' offer was a wartime attempt which could have arrested this trend, as Wavell subsequently came to appreciate, by using the central government as a means of encouraging a Congress-League cooperation. The great irony is that by the time Labour Party finally achieved office, that original scheme for a transfer of power was no longer feasible. By July 1945, the initiative that had, in a fashion, originated in discussion with Nehru at Cripps' country house 7 years earlier had now exhausted its relevance. Attlee needed a different solution to India's problem, or more accurately, the many problems of India. The Labour Party won the elections in Britain in 1945. Clement Attlee was sworn in as the Prime Minister, raising hopes in India of an early settlement, whereafter Japan's surrender in August 1945 added weight to such hopes. But the accompanying developments were not so encouraging. The next few months became a record of neglected opportunities and bushel loads of the wrong decisions, yet again dropped upon the hapless citizens of the undivided India. Jinnah did not show any special recognition of this political change in Britain, though he did call a meeting of the League Working Committee and had it adopt a resolution calling for new elections in India as soon as possible. From his point of view, the uppermost need now was to prove to elections that the entire Muslim community stood solidly behind the League. This was important because, based on then existing representation in the legislatures of the provinces, Jinnah's number were not consonant with his claims, as opponents of League had constantly challenged in almost every debate of the Assembly his assertion of being the only representative of all the Muslims. After Shimla conference, no progress by way of further consultations between the government and the Congress, or even amongst the Congress members themselves, took place for the next 2 months. The Congress did want to return to office in the provinces, but hesitated from asking, hoping that Wavell would take up the matter himself soon after the Shimla conference. However, as no contacts, formal or informal, had been kept with Wavell, the Viceroy neither disclosed his mind to the Congress leaders, nor did he initiate any action.